Oh, hi. This is surprising. I'm actually getting to this not halfway through the month, but at the beginning of the month because my parents are in town. I don't have to go to a wedding. It's great. Yes, this is the manga log for September. Relatively close to after September ended. Like, holy shit, someone woke me up when September ended. This is so stupid. But yes, this is the manga log of September 2022, and I am pretty alright with the most part for the amount of stuff that I read. I think, if I remember correctly, I only read 6 less than usual. Not usual, but since the last 2 months, but it is what it is. So let's get on to the important stuff that I have read, but the numbers first. The numbers are important. If I learned anything from Call of Duty Black Ops, numbers are important, Mason. Anyways, so for September, I have read a total of 46 volumes of manga, 0 comics, and I have finished 5 series. So, all in all, pretty solid month for the most part. I'm happy that I'm finishing series that I start. The one one was just 1 volume, and then 2, the other one I bought all 4 volumes of it. You'll get to it. I'll get to it. Anyways, let's get to what I finished and me not rambling. Alright, like I said, I have only finished 5 series this month, all of which I enjoyed quite a lot. The one was just 1 single volume, but I'll get to that last, because that was the last one I read. Novelty. Anyways, up first, the one that I had trouble pronouncing to begin with, and, still sort of have problems with how to pronounce it. I think I know how. I have talked about this many times before. I even put it in a list at some point. I should really do another list. Anyways, that would be Otaku. Love is hard for otakus. It is very great, very sweet. I need to get the gunk off of the stupid. I hate the fact that they put stickers on. It's stupid. It's just stupid when they put stickers and they're not easily removed. I need to get like Goo Gone and shit. Anyways, this is really great. These were omnibuses technically. There's 11 volumes out in Japan, and they were about this thick, and the other ones, I know you probably have seen them around, but were twice as thick because it's an odd number. Anyways, sorry about hitting the mic. This is very solid. It was funny, it was heartwarming, and I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. I didn't really have much criticisms. I could have actually had it gone on a little bit longer, but I feel like it didn't overstay its welcome as much, and I'm fine with that. It could have gone longer, but, didn't overstay, and it did what it had to do. It was great, it was lovely, and I was happy. And, yeah. It was nice and relaxing, instead of other stories that I've read where I'm just like, why? But no, this is really good, really solid. Only 6 volumes, $12.99 each, I think. 1 second, just gonna walk over that way. The last volume is $12.99. The other volumes are $17.99, so a little bit expensive for the first 5, but it's only 6 volumes, and it's a very solid story. So, highly recommend anyone that loves nerdy references, otakudom, and also cute romantic stories. It's great, it's solid. Okay, on to the next one that I saw many times, and then quite literally just decided to buy all 4 volumes of it. And that is Boys Run the Riot. It is so good. It's really good. It's 4 volumes. You'll breeze through it. It hits you hard, but at the same time, solid. Also, $12.99 each for each one. I know this because I bought them all at the same time and not over the course of a year. Sorry. So Boys Run the Riot is essentially the story of Ryu. This lovely gentleman right here. He's transgender. He was born female, but obviously he has transitioned into male, at the very least, started the transition. And it's essentially the story about him and his friends opening up a clothing brand while also dealing with, transitioning as well as coming out and all the trials and tribulations that come with that. I would also say there was one point where I was just like, no, do not do that. And I'm not going to spoil it too much. There was just a point where someone came out for him instead of allowing him to come out when he was ready. Sure, it worked out for him for the better, but at the same time, it's no one else can come out for you other than you. And that was the part that I was just like, you fucked up. I understand it worked out great for you, but not for other people. Like that's a big no-no. So I will just say, whenever you are ready to come out and you feel 100% comfortable, then do it. Do not let anyone else do that to you. It will lead to problems, and it has problems. I'm still trying to figure out when to come out to my mom. It's a lot. She still wants grandkids, and I'm just like, I don't want to have sex with anyone because ace. Anyways, it is very solid. You will find resonance in it, like, not resonant. You will find something in it that even speaks to you, whether or not you are in the spectrum of LGBTQ, or you are just a person just trying to do something that they love and have passion for, but other people decide that you do not. So it is a very solid story, very lovely story, and it has very down, like ups and downs, but it's solid all the way through, and it's only 4 volumes, and could have wanted more, honestly, but solid nonetheless. That's like most of the series, most of the manga that I've read, except one that I was like, could have wanted more. One that I really wanted more, and the next one up, is Mars Red. This is a 3-volume series, and I thought it was going to go on longer, which is why I didn't get around to reading volume 2 or 3 until I realized, oh shit, this is literally just 3 volumes. And it's one of those series that I'm like, oh man, this could have gone on longer. It definitely could have felt like the pacing was alright, but at the same time, it could have like added a little bit more spice here and there. Just, it could have been twice as long or 3 times as long, and it still would have been good. It's just one of those situations where I wholeheartedly believe that I could have gotten more, pages, more chapters, just really flushed out the world as well as the vampires, because this is a vampire story, and how that works out. So yeah, really solid 3 volumes, $12.99 each. Again, could have gone longer, but it was only 3 volumes, so I'm not complaining too much. I hate it when that happens, but yeah. On to one that I feel like was a perfect amount. Obviously, there's only so much you could do, though. I would say, like, could have done with 1 more volume, going over the different aspects of the characters later on in life, and that would be Days on Frez, Frez, whatever. This one, only 5 volumes. It could have had a 6th volume to flesh out the characters after they've, reached, some of them reached adulthood, what they're doing with the rest of their lives, and how they have grown. There was only a little bit here and there in the final chapter, which I'm just like, kind of wish that they expanded on, showed us a little bit more of what they did after the events of the whole entire series, but solid nonetheless. If you don't know, the story-wise is this girl who is these two, Kanade and Otada. I think Kanade is her, and then Otoha is her, are friends. They go to festivals, and Kanade has never been to a festival, and it's really great. It's really sweet. They portray festivals to be a lot better than they are sometimes. I'm just like, man, there's not enough drunk people or swearing or weird smells in the porta potties. I just don't understand what, like, maybe it's just Japanese festivals, but American festivals, whoo, oh man, it is sometimes bad. Random quick story, because my job, for those that don't know, I work in the live event industry, and sometimes festivals are disgusting. Like my one coworker, we had a festival on a beach. You might figure out what it is from there, but there's a lot of festivals on a beach. They put wood sawdust down to help with the whole situation. Then motherfuckers decided to walk through that. Not so bad. Unfortunately, they forgot to take the nails out of the wood, and people were walking and getting like their feet cut up. And then, because people were drunk and high, also walking through the porta potty section. It was bad. It was really bad. Does that not happen in Japan? Because it happens in the States. Anyways, it's a very solid series. Really good, really solid. I'm never going to a festival on a beach, or get drunk there, or get high. Just don't do that. Just enjoy the music. Really solid, though. Could have used one more volume, but it was fine. Oh, don't know why people do that. Anyways, on to the next one that is only one volume, and it was solid, depressing, but also important, I think, for some people. And that is My Broken Miracle, I think is how you pronounce her name. So, this is sad, and content warning. So, this lovely lady, Tamio Shinio, her best friend, Miriko, unalived herself, and it's essentially just her dealing with, the aftermath and all the shit that her friend went through, and trying to figure out like what she could have done differently. It's one of those situations in which it was very, very sad, but also trying to figure out how to move on after you've lost someone, or especially to suicide and all that. Like, her friend went through a lot, and I'm just sad. And even if you are like, do not just, there's not much I can say, but try not to. Life can get better for you, even if you think that it's not. Life sucks, but it will get better at points, and it's just one of those situations in which I understand why her friend thought she couldn't go any further, and at the same time, it's heart-wrenching when you lost a friend to that. I've known people that are gone, just no longer able to have a conversation with. Like, I had a friend in college who he didn't kill himself. He died in a car accident, and it was one of those situations that I was just like shocked. It came as a surprise that I didn't really think about, because I just saw him like a few weeks ago, and now he's gone. And I've had other people that I've known that have thought and contemplated it, but have gotten help. And just, if you are thinking of that, please reach out and get help. Life can get better. It sucks right now, but it may not. But at the same time, you don't know. It could get better. And just think about, if you have someone you care about and you're thinking about that, reach out to them, help them out, and it was sad, but also very, very good read. And I highly recommend anyone that is in the right headspace to read a story like this to read it. If you're not, do not force yourself. It's really solid. So yeah. Oh, that was a heavy topic that I didn't think I was going to talk about, but really all around solid manga. Also $18, but yes. So that was my finished pile. I don't have that many new that I started this month. So let's just get into that. Alright, on to what I have started in the month of September. There's not as much as usual. Not usual. I say usual because it was the last 2 months that I started a lot. But only 6 new series that I started, and some are self-explanatory, others are not so much. Anyways, up to the first one that I randomly picked up because I thought, why not? And that is Nightfall Travelers Leave Only Footprints. This one is pretty interesting. Essentially, it is these 2 lovely girls up here that are going around because of Anake, which I can't pronounce her first name, is the small little one with the pink hair, is in the newspaper club at her school and is tasked to go around to these haunted locations to like write an article about them and tell people about them. And then she asks this lovely other lady, Fujiano, I probably mispronounced that name, to accompany her on these different little excursions at the end of each day, and to like figure out and how the little haunted stories came about. It's very good. It's only 1 volume so far. I don't know how many volumes are going to be in this series, but really solid. Not 100% sure, but they are kind of cute together. So yeah, really good. Art-wise is just kind of great, actually. It's really good. Like, but it has a little bit more of a darker feel for the art style, but that's mostly because they're going into these places that are supposed to be haunted. But really solid all around. Also, the cover's pretty great. I love the color palette, even if I can't see all the colors. Alright, on to one that is self-explanatory, and when I read it, you're going to easily understand what this is about. This is screwed up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world. I picked this up because I said, fuck it, why not? It's essentially what that is. It's an isekai, and a dude who was a scientist died and got reincarnated as a girl, which I don't think is all that crazy. It happens. I don't know. But it is what it is. It's kind of a simple isekai story, and there's lewdness in it. It's alright. I have the second volume because it's like, let's see where this goes. It's probably going to be like all the other isekais that I've read, but it may surprise me. Or may just, think, I don't know. It is what it is. It's not too crazy. And at the beginning, I liked her trying to figure out how to deal with shit. But by the end, I was just like, this is just normal isekai. But yeah, all in all, alright. It's not going to break the bank. Or not break the bank. Not going to break any molds, but it's fine, serviceable. On to one that I've watched the anime for that I enjoyed pretty much a lot, and I was really happy that I saw the manga, and that is the Duke of Death and His Maid. So essentially, this lovely young man right over here is a duke, well, the son of a duke, who got cursed when he was a boy to whenever he touches things, they die. Which, whoever, like, the witch that did it to him, because there is magic and stuff, and there are witches, she's a bitch. I'm just gonna say it. Controversial, I know. You're a bitch. Random lady. Why would you do that? And it's kind of just fucked up. Like, I don't think he did anything. This random witch came along, was like, you're cursed. Touch anything, you're dead. So, obviously, he is now essentially exiled to one of his family's mansions to the middle of nowhere, and is kind of in solitude. There's one old butler that helps him out, but then there is also his maid, Alice, that constantly flirts with him to the point where he's just like, Lee, if I touch you, you're dead. but she's still doing it. It's kind of funny at points where she's just like, "Oh, hello, want to do it?" And he's just like, "You will die if you no." But he does love her, and he would like to actually touch her and stuff, but he can't, and she knows it. But yeah, at the same time, it's sad at points. Like, it's funny, sad, and fuck the bitch who cursed him for what feels like no apparent reason. There might be a reason, but I still don't think it's enough to curse a young child and essentially have him live the rest of his life not being able to touch anyone, or else they die. It's fucked up. Just god damn it. Anyways, on to one that wasn't as got me heated as much, and that is the two of them are pretty much like this. It's a Yuri, and essentially the scriptwriter, who is named Sakamo Ellie, and the voice actress, her, who is named Wanako. I am not going to pronounce your other name, I'm sorry. They are, the scriptwriter, Ellie, is 32 years old, and the voice actress, Wanako, are 22 years old, so they have 10 years apart. And they are dating, but everyone's like, "Oh, it's just your roommate." Wink. Yes, they are just roommates. Yeah, no, they are dating, but, can't really tell many people about that. It's cute. It's a little bit adorable. And, yeah. Also, if anyone's complaining about the 10-year age difference, she met her when she was 18 or 20. So it's not like, oh, there was some grooming going on. No. They've been together for 2 years. She was an adult by then. And it's perfectly fine at that point. If it was before she turned, she was an adult, then it would be concerning. But after you are 10 years apart, but after you are an adult and you have met after you became an adult, it's fine. It's when it's like, I've known you for all your life and now you're an adult now. That's when it's fucked up. But yeah. Long age gaps in relationships are okay. I think my parents are 8 years apart, so it's not too weird, though it could be. Good thing they didn't do that. But yeah, really solid. They're kind of cute together, trying to, make it in both of their fields, and her wanting to voice act for a script that she writes is kind of adorable. So really solid. 1 volume out so far that I know of. They could have released another one today that I didn't know about. Anyways, on to one that I randomly picked up because the cover art looked a little bit cool and reminded me of, Shonen Jump of past, and that is A Ghost Reaper Girl. I will say that if you look at this, it is not like other manga where, bam, yes, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure the exact details about this, but it is in reverse of usual manga. But anyways, so there is this lovely lady, because she is 28. She's one of those people that when you are just like, oh, wow, you're so young. And then you find out that they're not. Like, I had a coworker who was a lady in my work who... She was definitely older than me. I think she might have been in her 30s, but she was short. She was in the 4 foot, and she would beat you up if you fucked with her. But yes, there are people that are petite that are older than they are. It happens. But anyways, her name is Chloe Love. She is an actress. She is just trying to make it as an actress. And then one day, All Ghosts of Hell came out, and this guy who is named, what's his name? Shit. I'm gonna have to find his fucking name. Do 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 ba 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 na 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 na. Where's his name? Kai Ito is his name, who is like a spirit that goes around collecting the souls and She essentially agrees by the end of it to become his master, and they kind of fuse, and she reaps spirits, and it's great. I found it to be funny at points. It was alright, nothing groundbreaking. They eventually made a cat, but oh well, solid. I have volume 2 already, so yeah, not gonna be all that crazy, and it's fine. I'm fine with things not being too heart heavy that weighs me down. I'm fine with that. Anyways, on to the next one that I started that I randomly saw. I was like, fuck it, why not? And that is Spy Classroom. This one is weird. Well, not weird, but different. Essentially, war stopped, but instead of waging war, they wage espionage. So essentially it went from World War II to the Cold War, except that they're spy schools? Interesting. So this group of ladies that are essentially dropouts for this school all get together to follow this one guy for a mission that's essentially a suicide mission, and they train and try to become good spies so that they can survive this mission. Very interesting. Very good. He's also like the best spy in the world, where I think his name is Klaus. And they all have different spy names, and they are essentially make him surrender, do that, and then you'll be able to survive the what is it called? The impossible mission. It's really good, really solid, and is an interesting take on the spy genre that doesn't really happen all that much in manga. It should, but it doesn't. So, really solid, really good. I have volume 2 of it, so yeah. And that is the last of manga that I have started this month. Some good, some were like meh, and yeah, all in all, pretty solid. So, let's get the end to the video. Wow, let's get to the end of the video. There we go. Alright, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you liked what I read. Hopefully you read some good ones this month. If you did, put it down in the comments down below. I am very interested to read whatever you guys were reading so I can add to my collection and slowly wish that I had a bigger place. I'm going to eventually get out of here, hopefully. One day. Anyways, if you want to see more of this bearded face, think about hitting the subscribe button. If you liked this video, think about hitting the like button. I am the only one that sees it. And if you care about anything else, there's other videos that I've done. Yeah. But I am going to go back to watching Edge Runners, and then I'm going to play some Cyberpunk, and then, get some ink. Let's do it. Anyways, hopefully you all enjoy. Hopefully you all are safe out there. Hopefully you have a lovely rest of your day, week, whatever, and just go out, read manga, stay safe. So, bye!